Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is a review. Okay? It's a review. If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird. Girl, it's 316. Dun 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 and all that goodness, okay? Do not forget to like this video, to hit the share button and share it on your social media, to hit that notification bell because it lets you know when I have new content. You can also follow me on IG and or Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. Okay, let's get it started. That was quick. Girl, that was quick. So we see, Lyrica and A1 and Pam is still outside. Girl, in they round the house clothes, in they round the house shoes, outside causing trouble. Okay, I'm like, go in the house and have these arguments. Why y'all having these arguments outside? And why? Girl, I just can't take it. Anyway, I feel like it's just a bunch of foolishness and ratchetry going on, but I mean, that's love and hip hop. So for the most part, Pam go and try to talk to Lyrica. Lyrica sit on the curb outside her house in them red flip flops waiting for an Uber. And Pam, like, you can't be led Summer Rabbit, you know what I'm saying? Get you all pissed off. That's not her voice. I can't do it right now because it's too late. But you can't be led Summer Rabbit, get you all pissed off, whatever, that you leave in your house. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to her. Pam is trying to explain things to Lyrica, but Lyrica not gonna listen because Lyrica feel like you only seeing these things because your son messed up. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're trying to explain things away as if is it his fault. However, I agree with Pam. Summer, I'm gonna call my real name. Summerford, isn't the person to be concerned with. The fact that Lyrica's upset because Summer Bunny was on IG Live. Technically, A1 had nothing to do with her going live, even though he should not mess with her. But I feel like, girl, go in the house, calm down, get your son, and if you want a divorce, fine. Plan to leave, but leaving out in anger, it's just I can't leave out of anger and leave my kid there. I couldn't do that, but I digress. Anyway, she took her rings off. I'm done. I'm done. Why would you put a ring back on my finger if you're gonna still be cheating on me? And I think he said he was cheating before he put the ring back on her finger. He doesn't admit to it, but I still feel like I don't have time to get mad over something somebody did when I already knew they was a cheater. I don't care that much, honestly. And I feel like it's all for a storyline, but girl, who cares? So she get in her Uber with her rolling luggage, and she said, "I'm back for the rest of my things. I'm done with this school. I'm done. I'm done." I'm like, if you say so. Girl, I don't know, but I do know this. A1 braids, girl, let them things go. I feel like them honey blonde things in there is where the hair may have fell out. Cut them things off. Cut them. I feel like A1 cut his dreads and let the blonde hair out and then colored it. Okay, I think he cut them things off. Now the new style he has, it don't sit well with me either. I don't feel like putting up a picture of it. But I'm like, this moisturize that scalp, brother. Just please do something with that scalp and take off your auntie's wig that you're wearing now. So we then see K Michelle. K Michelle goes to her lawyer. K Michelle to me is confused. And you too old to be confused like this. And I was just like, girl, what are you talking about? So she brings up to her lawyer how, the reason she picked the girl Tone to be her surrogate was because she liked how Tone took care of her children. I say, first of all, that isn't a reason to hire somebody as a surrogate. That's a reason to hire someone as a babysitter. You were looking at the wrong things to pick a surrogate. I'm like, I don't understand. She was such a good mother, but that don't mean she'll be a good surrogate. Okay? You can't say, oh, but she take care of her kids so well. Okay, do you want her to babysit? That is what I was thinking about or whatever. So she brings up how something else that kind of worries her is that the girl Tone, her husband, was on social media and they were talking about being the surrogate. But I said, but you brought her on a whole TV show and announced to a whole stage of strangers that she was a surrogate. So I'm looking like it wasn't like it was a secret. You brought her on the show. So I digress. And the boyfriend gave me a contract. Who you think I is? Why would you not even her husband? Why would you give me a contract? Usually, there's a contract between the surrogate and the person who wants, them to have the baby. That's what usually happens. I feel like K. Michelle went through a back alley doctor to get this surrogate lady. It's just weird. The things that she's saying that she has an issue with, it's just weird things because but you chose this person for the wrong reasons, if you ask me, to be the surrogate. You know what I'm saying? She also brings up how, and then she keeps talking about, you know what I'm saying, she wants to talk to me every day. I don't want to talk to her every day, but ain't y'all friends? Isn't that the reason you said that you picked her, because you knew her, y'all got cool, you've been around her kids or whatever, she was a good mom. So how do you want someone to be your surrogate, but you don't want to talk to them? Tell me, I'm a loner, I've done my work, I don't want to talk. Then what, okay, Michelle, what did you talk, girl? And who won't? If you a loner and don't want to talk, you don't want kids. Because kids talk all day. Kids talk all day until they're around 13. Once they're around 12, 13 years old, then they won't stop talking to you. But girl, they gonna talk to you for the whole time before that. So she brings up how Tone feel like, they're gonna be this extended family, how they're gonna, she gonna have the babies and they'll all be together. And I don't want that. Like, why would she think I want to be like, I don't want an extended family with her or whatever. I feel like, but you have befriended her kids and her family. I assume she feel like the same way that you have put yourself into her family life, that she would do the same thing once she has your baby. And it more seemed like you went into the situation being friendly. You didn't go into the situation trying to say, okay, I need you to do this for me. I need you to do this job for me. You can't have it both ways, okay? You can't want to say, oh, she was so great, the kids are so great, da, 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 da. I had them out here with me, da, 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 da. But then say, I don't want her talking to me. I don't want her boyfriend giving me no contract. I don't want, you know, her to be like in my life around my kids, and I don't want any of that. Then what do you want? If that's the case, go to a regular agency, hire a stranger who will just do exactly as you say, versus someone who I thought was your friend helping you out. So, but the lawyer brings up how, well, it sounds like you don't really want her to be your surrogate, so I'm gonna hold off on to her any contracts, and then we're gonna figure some things out. I say if you say so. If you say so. So we see some of the guys hanging out or whatever, and it was Spectacular, Boog, Lil Fizzle Pop, and Ray J. Okay, and they're all talking about the Millennium tour, which was just in LA, and April came to the tour as a guest of Fizz. Okay, and for the most part, Fizz keeps telling them the same lie. Me and April are just friends. We're just friends. But everyone else is saying like it don't look like it. Like it's a whole vibe that seems like that is not the truth. And Fizz is getting upset, like him saying, I don't get why everybody acting like it's an issue. I don't get why everybody keep trying to make us a couple. You know what I'm saying? Omarion ain't saying nothing about us. Omarion haven't said anything about it because he don't need to. If you don't understand it's wrong, then that's on you. And I seen somebody bring up why people not mad at Princess, because Princess used to date Floyd Mayweather, who was Ray J's friend, and then she moved on from Floyd and got with Ray J. I think the difference is um, she ain't had no kids with Floyd, for one, and two, Floyd and Ray J are not like partners, like in a business. You know what I'm saying? I think it's completely, that's different. I feel like if April had just dated Omarion or whatever, and then years later she dated Fizz, okay, that's cool. But you have kids with his bandmate, and then y'all like. I think what people don't get it is people aren't. I'm not upset that Fizz and April could be kicking it. The issue I have with it is, again, you have kids by his bandmate, and you and his bandmate are at odds, and then you dating Fizz and y'all lying about it is what makes it wrong, because y'all acting like we fools and we ain't. But I digress. Anyway, Book, like, you know what, look, it's just weird. It's weird energy at the venue or whatever, and like to not mess up the brand, to not mess up the bag, and to not have it be some kind of issue to where we can't finish this tour. Maybe April should not be at the shows. I agree. Because again, her and Omarion are at odds. And I'm like, That's that man's job. If you want to date Fizz on your own time in your own city, doing things in the public place, I completely get that. That's cool. But you should not be going to that man's job because you and that man is at odds. And I'm pretty sure there's tension between him and Fizz because Fizz is acting like, oh, ain't nothing up. Omarion ain't said nothing. He probably haven't talked to you in general. Fizz is stupid. He dumb. But Boog put like tell like look bro, you can't like don't mess up the money. Like what I'm saying, we need to do this whole tour. I'm like, here we go. Girl, Apple Watch. Oh Lord Jesus. Apple Watch. I should have got a picture, but I forgot. Apple Watch and Mr. Ray riding around together, okay? Riding around to get us together. And they chit chatting or whatever. She's talking about how she has to get herself together, you know what I'm saying? But she gonna first get her boobs done. Not her drinking, not doing no viable jobs, but she wants a breast augmentation, and she's going to get a breast augmentation at a strip mall. The doctor's office she went to was in a strip mall. I'm not saying all doctor's offices it can't be in a strip mall. Like I get of a dental office in a strip mall. Cause it's a dental office. I've been to eyeglass, eye doctors who are in strip malls. I don't want to go to a plastic surgeon who's at a strip mall. I wouldn't. I prefer them to be in some kind of standalone building somewhere and not in between and the 7-Eleven and the weave shop. I don't remember what they were in between, but it just feel like, to go have, because a breast augmentation is a surgery. Okay? It's a surgery. Even it's a surgery. When I had to have my wisdom tooth pulled, I could not have it pulled at my regular doctor's office, my regular dental office. They sent me to a surgical center to have my tooth removed because they like, it is what it is and whatnot. So I would not want to have a surgical procedure at a strip mall location. It's not what I want to do. So she gets there, whatever, and she brings up how she's anemic. So before, when she wanted to have surgery, they would not allow her to do it. So she's doing testing to be sure that she could be cleared for surgery. And I'm like, at a strip mall. So, she just hopes this time she can get them because, as she said, she's always wanted to get her long titties done. I said, okay. So, we see that she gets cleared for surgery. And so she brings Ray with her, and she also brings, I'll get her picture. She also brings, as she said, her fake sister. Okay, now it's the sister. The sister is the real daughter of the fake father from last season. So the father who acted like he was her daddy is his actual daughter. Where's the picture? Here you go. So it's his actual daughter. So she called this girl her fake sister, because no, her real fake sister, because again, she's the real daughter of her fake daddy. I said, Lord Jesus, it's just too much. And she said, we've been bonding for the past year, and she will always be my sister. And I said, oh, okay. I feel like Apple don't have nobody, so she just gravitates to whoever gravitates to her, and she'll figure that out years down the line. Years down the line. So during her surgery, she will be awake. She's not gonna be asleep. She will be awake during her surgery. And I'm like, is that because it's at a strip mall and they can't, they not licensed for anesthesia? That's what I feel like it is, girl. And so we see her. Well, we don't see her. We see her on the table, and they're lifting her up, and she's woke. She's groggy, but she's woke. And she's like, it was kind of painful or whatever. It was worse than childbirth. This is some back alley stuff being done, if you ask me. And when they lifted her up, they would lift her up as they were pumping up her boobs to the right cc amount or whatever. And then she's like, I feel lightheaded. Oh, I feel cold. And she does that because she's anemic. She loses blood a lot. For anemic people, you get cold when you lose blood. And they got like a little smelling salt thing and was flagging it up on her nose. I'm looking like, that's all y'all gonna do? Okay. And so they brought in Ray and the fake real sister, whatever, who was looking at her boobs, and she was just sitting up like this, and they laid her back down like, oh no, we have to lay her down because she's anemic, we had to lay her down. I'm looking like, first of all, something don't seem right. Now we know she made it out alive because again, we've seen her doing her confessions or whatever, but still, I would not want to have a breast augmentation done at a strip mall. They had to leave me awake. Now maybe she couldn't afford anesthesia. Maybe she couldn't afford it. All I know is she has new boobs now. and then we'll see what happens next. The next episode. So we see a little scene of Lyrica, and she's at a hotel, and Big Lyrica come, her mama and her friend, that girl whose name I refuse to remember, and they're like, "Why are you at a hotel? I'm like, what's going on with the baby at?" Oh, the baby's at home. The baby's calm, cool, and collected, or whatever. The baby's safe. But me and A1 not on good terms or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got into it with him and Pam, and then the Summer Fox girl was on the IG live talking to Zell and all this stuff. What I didn't like was how she tried to make it seem as if she was fussing and fighting, and arguing with Pam. It was more A1, And the thing was, Pam wasn't really even arguing with her too much. Because Big Erica Van said, "Well, I don't know why she getting involved. Like, she should mind her own business." And I'm like, she kind of wasn't all the way involved, but she was trying to calm them two down by telling them, "Y'all both in the wrong." But Lyrica was just so upset about the whole situation that she just kind of, it was bad or whatever. So Lyrica mama, Big Lyrica, say, she need to be out your business or whatever, and A1 should know he ain't right or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? And y'all need to figure out what's going on. And I'm like, yes, they do. Yes, they do. I feel like Lyrica and A1 are both equally at fault for the issues in their marriage. They both have cheated. They both have lied to each other. The only difference is because an old secret came back up recently. Lyrica is upset as if she didn't do the same thing he did. She just didn't lie about it. But does it matter? Does it really matter? If you knew, again, how upset can you be at your cheating husband when you were already aware that your husband was cheating at that time? I don't have to. If I've forgiven you, and I know as long as the time when you cheated is in that same era back then, I don't care. Because we've already moved past that whole era. You know what I'm saying? Okay, he was cheating back then, I was cheating back then. Anything done back then, I can't get mad at. Unless you sat with a family member of mine that I don't know about, okay, that I'll get pissed about. But I can't get mad about no randoms you was banging when I knew, or we had already discussed that you were cheating at that time in that era. If you was a cheater in the 60s, I can't get mad at you in 2019. Just saying. Let's see how that goes. Fizz and April have dinner. These two little Loompa Loompas who gets on my dang on nerves. And his hat pissed me off, but I ain't gonna say nothing about that because I gotta watch my mouth. Anyway, B2K is still on tour. Okay, the Millennium tour is still popping off, and they're gonna be in Chicago, which is April's hometown. So even though April just was at the LA show, she veered to her that I got tickets for your family to go to the show in Chicago. She then said, "Oh, I'm gonna be in Chicago too. I'm going to the show as well." He like, "Oh, I didn't know that or whatever. I thought it was just them." And he tells her how, well, I'm getting flack, I'm getting issues from people, like from management and just people saying how they don't want the bag to get messed up, they don't want the tour not to continue, and they don't want me and you being an issue for the group, because what I'm saying, they don't want us breaking the group. I can't break up a group that already had issues. For you to know they already had issues, and for you to come with your bullshit and date the band member or your baby daddy, you just are stupid. You're stupid, okay? Let's just say that. She brings up how, what's the issue? Well, they said that Amarion might get mad. You know what I'm saying? The tour might get canceled. Whatever. He shouldn't care. Why he getting mad or whatever? He said, I'm his old trash or whatever. It's crazy because I'm looking like, again, it's as if she don't get why he's upset, or why he may be upset, or why he may not want you around when he's working on tour. You and Amarion are at odds for whatever the reason may be. Y'all are at odds. Don't go to that man's job. You don't want him to come to your job. He's not coming to your job to bother you. You can't make it seem as if because y'all broke up, he can't care about who you date when the person you dating is in his face working. You can't do that. Okay? Again, date fears on your own time, cool. But on tour, stay your ass at home. Let them work. Let them just be cool, because at least when they there, they not thinking about, oh, April right there in Fizz trailer waiting to come top him off or something like that. It's just seems too much. And fears bring, like, you know what I'm saying, it can just cause conflict. It can cause conflict or whatever. And I don't want to be the one that causes the tour to stop. I mean, but fears don't do you, the tour could happen without fears. I just don't understand why they don't understand the issue. I really, really don't. It's mind boggling. We then see April go have drinks with Zell in Paris. And again, I want to go to the show in Chicago, and I don't know why Marion mad, and I can't get it. And Zell said, well, your baby, he might be upset, you know what I'm saying, because they work together. Like, what part don't you get or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Why he care about, I'm his old trash. I'm like, girl, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You come into that man's job with the bullshit of it all. And I just want to move on. Because both Zell and Paris advised her, like, maybe you shouldn't, Paris said, I feel like it's something going on between you and Fizz, and you did not tell him this. Everyone feels that because that's what happened. Not Marion, April and Fizz felt like, okay, we can keep saying we friends, so that way when we announce we're together, we can say we was friends first and it just happened. No. 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 But girl, we don't care. We then see Monique and K. Michelle meet up, okay? She went up to K. Michelle's house. I love K. Michelle big old huge couch. It looks so comfy. And K. Michelle bring up how she doesn't understand why Monique wants to go on tour with April. And Monique said, well, I think it makes sense, like our baby daddy's on tour. She's like, girl, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense, and it doesn't. Like, Omarion and Fez being in a group together makes sense for them to tour. You and April don't have no songs out. Cut it out. Anyway, but she said, I don't feel supported by Kimberly. That's kind of crazy. I refuse to call Kay Michelle Kimberly. So they move on from that topic, okay? Points to blank to the period. Kay then goes into how she's rethinking her surrogacy situation. Again, she brings up how the girl wants to be friends. She wants to get in my business. Like, she don't know none of my business or whatever. She don't know nothing about me, okay? And now she wants to be all in my business and stuff. And I don't like that. I don't want her in my business. Girl, okay. She also brings up how, and she wants like to sit around and talk to me. I don't want to sit around and talk to her while she's pregnant with my child. Like, why would I want to sit around and talk to her when she's doing something that I can't? So you want to have a surrogate who you never see? You want to have a surrogate who is carrying your child, which y'all don't have any conversation about what's going on through the pregnancy? It's the it's the weirdest. It's as if she doesn't want a surrogate. Girl, she also bring up how, like, why would I be okay with seeing her, talking to her? I'm like, but you're asking her to be your surrogate, okay? She then says, and then she feel like she doing me a favor. She not doing me no favor. I'm paying her. She doing a job. You may be doing her a job. You absolutely may be. I mean, you may be paying her to do a job. However, she's still doing you a favor by being the person who took the job because you want her to do it. She wasn't. It's the reason it's the favor is because she don't work for a surrogacy agency. The time when it's just a job is when you go to a agency that specializes in what you're trying to buy. She was a friend of yours. You asked to be your surrogate, so she did you a favor by saying yes, and you're going to pay her for it. But again, it's as if Kate Michelle just doesn't know what she wants to do, and she's making it seem as if the fact that her friend, who she asked to be her surrogate, is not, one, really not her friend, and two, she don't want to talk to her about the pregnancy, and three, she don't want the girl involved once the baby is born. Like, she don't even want the girl around. Then you have the wrong person being your surrogate. That's when you want that kind of thing. That's when you go to an agency and you hire a professional to do it, and it's over and done with. Girl, K Michelle. It's just weird because Kay has been in the lady life. Like, you have been in a lady life and know her children, but you don't want her to do the same with you. I don't get it. When we see April and Paris go to Chicago, because Paris goes with April to Chicago, and they're walking and talking or whatever, April bring up how, she still to this day don't know why her and Marianne broke up. She don't know what happened. This one day he came back and he was different. And he just did not want to be in a relationship. I feel like April has toxic ways. And he got tired of it. And I say that only because he seems so zen-like now. It's strange. He seems very, very zen-like now. And April seems the opposite. April seems messy and like a liar. Okay? Period. Anyway, she also brings up, me and Fizz, we're just friends because he was there for me. He was there for me when I was gone. I was down there dead. I was drinking a whole bunch. I had lost a whole bunch of weight. You know what I'm saying? I was down to 100 pounds or whatever. People thought I was sick, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? He brought me up and I would lose my mind. He would come over and get the kids. You know what I'm saying? He just came and stepped in. He did, what he had to, he was there for me. It's weird how Fizz is two different people to two different women. He is this loving, caring, amazing person to April, but to his child's mother, he's the most disrespectful, pitiful person I've ever seen in life, and it's just so weird. Now Monique was on social media after the episode, and she put up how it's crazy to see what April said and how Fizz was so much there for her, but when she was going through the same thing, he didn't care. He was just like, "Oh, I don't care. It isn't my problem or whatever." And I think it's weird when you have no caring feelings for the mother of your child. Your son will see that, and your son may grow up to treat women like shit because of how you treated his mother. Or he can grow up and when he sees these episodes played back, because these things, he will see these things. And when he sees how you treated his mom, he may hate you. So it's just this weird thing. Like, I feel like April, you can't be like, oh, Marion, this horrible, horrible person who just out the blue left you destitute. But Fizz came in as a great light-skinned savior. Girl, but I don't believe it. It is what it is. And again, I feel like her and Fizz are trying to prepare people for them to announce their coupledom. But the bad thing is, y'all have it's going to be the complete opposite effect. No one is going to be accepting or understanding as if, oh, they were friends and then started dating. It ain't going to work. Y'all ain't going to get no spinoff, nothing. Y'all will all, I'm not saying they're going to break up. What I'm saying is people not going to be like, oh, they are so cute together. They're going to always feel like y'all lied for months on end about being just friends just so that people can feel like y'all built up to be a couple. Girl, bye. I don't. April full of shit, and Fizz catches it. Big Lyrica and Pam. Big Lyrica and Pam. Big Lyrica and Pam confession looks look much better this season. Pam looks good. Say what you want about Pam. Pam looks good right here. Okay, the hair was working. This is good. Big Lyrica. They both look great right here. Okay, right here. They look amazing, amazing. But that ain't how they came to the meetup. Okay, I have some pictures as well. You know, like, I don't mind Pam barefaced. She just has a very strong face, but so does Lyrica. Okay, they both have strong features. Now, for the most part, Lyrica feel like Pam was interfering in A1 and Lyrica's situation. She feel like Pam, shouldn't have been questioning her daughter. She's kind of blaming Pam for it all, and I don't think it's Pam's fault at all. Okay, she brings up, but what did you say to my daughter? And Pam, I told Lyrica that she should not be on social media shaking her cootie cat. I don't think that she should have done that or whatever. Like, I also told her how, no one should care about what, since Summer Fox be doing or whatever. Saying that they should not be putting so much weight or paying any attention to her because she just wants attention. And that's true. It doesn't mean that what A1 done is okay. We're going to say that. What it means is stop continuing to get mad because Summer Rabbit's going to continue to piss you off. And that's just dumb. So, she also mentions not only did my son cheat, but your daughter also cheated, Lyrica. Your daughter, Lyrica, they both named Lyrica, cheated on my son. So they both did dirt. And that's why Pam was saying y'all both have done wrong. But no one wants to listen to Pam because Pam, most of the time, looks crazy. So they both kind of point out how, we need to get our kids together because for the sake of the baby, they should be a family or whatever. Lyrica then says, but I first need you to apologize to me. And Pam said, say what now? For what? Well, because you called me names, you've done this and you've done that, you know what I'm saying? It's just so much. Pam was like, girl, you have said things about me as well. Okay, can we both apologize to each other? But why am I saying sorry? Girl, look, if you can't acknowledge that y'all, big lyrical, if you can't acknowledge that you have also said and done things to Pam that could have pissed her off that you can apologize for, then you're more delusional than your daughter. Okay, y'all are both delusions of grandeur, both named lyricus. Anyway, you know, Pam saying we both should apologize to each other because we both said and done things over the years was valid. It was very valid. That was a good compromise to get them to a point to where, okay, we can say that, say I'm sorry or whatever, and then go try to fix our kids to get them back together for the sake of our grandchild. Okay, Lyrica then said, "Well, Pam, you also need to apologize for your son cheating on his pregnant wife." You know what I'm saying? Because he should apologize too. She said, "I can't control my son. I can't answer for nothing he did. I can't do that or whatever." So Lyrica said, "Well, fine. This is a waste of time." And Pam, "Well, fine. It was a waste of time." And she gets up and she walks away. I said, y'all both is crazy to if I ever heard it. Okay, great. See. Okay. And then we see K Michelle meet up with the girl Tony in Atlanta. And I don't know why they showed it to us. What the girl? Did I have the girl picture? So this is Tony. That is who the person. That's the girl who Kay wants to be her surrogate. And we see them meet up for dinner, well, for lunch or whatever. But they don't talk. We gotta wait till the next episode. You could have held this shit off for next week. I'm just saying. And that was the whole episode. So if you watch the whole thing, I need you to put in, who are you? Are you Team Pam, Team Lyrica, which means or are you Team Omarion and Moniece or Team April and Fizz? Put it in the comment section, okay? And I'm done, y'all. Peace in the Middle East, in America, and it's peace all over the world, okay? Done.